Well, just a few days ago, Hollywood A-lister John Travolta touched down in Sydney along with his children, Ella, Blue and Benjamin.
At just 24 years of age, Ella Blue Travolta has already had a very impressive career as an actress, model and musician. Her extremely meaningful music embraces all of life's ups and downs, and she's just released the new single off her new EP, and it's called Little Bird.
Little bird, don't you cry. Would you stay a while before I fly? Close your eyes, won't you smile? Sing a lullaby, it'll be alright.
Oh, it just gives you chills in such a good way. And in a Weekend Sunrise exclusive, we now welcome the very talented Ella Blue Travolta. Good morning, Ella.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Oh, thanks so much for being here. What a treat.
Absolute treat. So welcome to Australia. You've been jet-setting a little bit lately. You were in Paris for the Olympics with Dad.
We were.
And then you've just come from New Zealand and arrived here in Australia. What's it like to be back?
It's amazing. Honestly, Sydney's one of my favourite cities. So I haven't been to Sydney in a few years, like 6 years or so, and it's so nice to be back. I wish we had more time here, but it's been a really nice trip.
How delightful that your dad can just fly the plane here as well. Not many
That's
people
pretty
can say that.
magical,
That is pretty amazing. I just want to talk to you about Little Bird, your new song. It's really personal. It's so gorgeous. It's got all of these home videos in it.
Yeah.
How cathartic was it for you to write that and perform it?
It was pretty amazing. I mean, it's one of 6 songs of this EP I have coming out, and it was definitely the missing link to it because it's been over 2 years that I've been creating this EP, and I knew that there was something missing, and then this song sort of came about, and I was like, okay, that's the final touch.
I read, Ella, that you sort of thought about and conceived this song for a time, and then it all sort of came out in one night in the writing of it. Is that right?
Yeah, that's pretty much how it happened. I think, obviously, like, everyone going through grief, I think, deals with it in their own ways, and for me, a big part of it was music, for sure. So I think just getting to communicate this and it being sort of like a message and the viewpoint of a little bird talking to the mama bird. So it's that conversation with my mom, which is really nice and just cool. And I hope everyone can sort of listen to it and enjoy it in their own way.
Love it.
Sorry, Mon. What's gorgeous about it, I think, is that with what you've just described, Ella, it's not despairing. It's really a celebration.
Definitely.
Still. And you described it as holding on to a pure relationship and listening to yourself. I mean, it's
Completely.
really potent.
Thank you. I appreciate that, and that's definitely the message I wanted to convey in it because I think whenever you are dealing with loss, at least for me, my personal experience with it is I really loved to look back on my time with my mom as a celebration and to celebrate her life. I think that's definitely, that's what I was wanting to do with this video as well.
You've had a lot of grief in your life. These beautiful pictures we're seeing with you and your mum, Kelly Preston. She passed away from breast cancer, and you also lost your brother, Jet. And you've lent into that and shared that. You know, you've grown up in the spotlight, but you're letting people into that grief and being part of the healing. Is that right? Do you feel like sharing it is part of you, you know, I suppose, living with it?
I think so. I think it's definitely naturally shared openly when you are in the public eye, but I hope that music was a big part of the healing process for me, so I hope that can maybe help other people too if they're going through a similar thing.
Not all lyrics, Ella, I think, are as I guess as raw and as personal as what you're offering up here. And, you know, I think it was described as one of the best ways to get to know you is to listen to your music. Is that how you feel?
I think so, for sure, and especially this EP is definitely a big chapter of my life. And the EP is called The Colors of Love, and each song is sort of a different viewpoint and look on love and a different color that represents that. So it's definitely a big part of my life that I'm getting to put out there, which is nice. And
I love your social media too. It's
thank
just
you.
all about family and dogs and
dogs for sure.
Great, a sufficient amount of dog content. We love you even more
That's the
because
only
of
way
that.
to do it.
and just so much family.
Yeah.
So much family.
That's my life pretty much, and I love it that way, to get to be with my family as much as possible.
So where to now?
We're gonna be heading home today, actually. So this is the last stop on the way, and it's the perfect last stop. So
What fun things have you done while you've been here?
I feel so boring. We've had like one full day, a lot of biking, honestly. We've taken those little electric bikes and just gone around the city, gone to different restaurants, walked a lot. It's really nice to be able to do that here, because I feel like back home it's not as accessible or easy to do that.
Yeah. My family always fights when we go on those bikes. You know, someone will crash. And,
Yeah,
you know,
it can get tricky. It's a little scary.
It can, thank
Especially
you.
being on the wrong side of the road here, it's a little bit
very confusing.
scary, yeah.
Do you ever sing with your dad?
I
Good
do.
question.
Yeah, I would love to as well one day collaborate on something with him. I think
Oh,
that would be a
wow.
lot of fun. But definitely at home, I grew up always singing, dancing with my dad, with my family, and that's a huge inspiration for me.
Does
from the
Dad try and
beginning.
tell you, I taught you everything you know when it comes to singing? Is that what he says?
No, actually, but he definitely did in a way, because I just watching him and like listening to him growing up was a huge inspiration, and all the music that he listened to as well was definitely a part of my being growing up.
Well, Ella, an absolute treat, not just listening to the music, but to talk to you today. Thank you very, very much for joining
Thank you guys
us.
so much.
And
It's
have a safe trip home.
really nice being here. Thank you.
Yeah, so exciting
We'll
to be
see you
part
next time.
of your career as you move forward. Thanks, Ella.
I appreciate that. Thank you.